Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches. Retro Review episode 55. Another special episode because thanks to Oliver on Patreon, we are reviewing Spice World.
Spice World.
The movie.
As opposed to...
When I was looking at the, about to hit play, it said Spice World, the movie. As if, like, the band was called Spice World or something. Like Sex and the City, the movie. I don't know. I found it to be confusing. Is Spice World already owned IP? Oh, no, it's Spice World, the movie. Just so you know.
The
song? Spice.
It might have been a tour, right?
That's true. Great. You nailed it. Thank you. Thank you for that.
And it wasn't just like, oh, we recorded the tour. No, that was different. This is Spice World, the movie.
The movie. You know what?
Golf clap? Golf clap.
But first things first.
Yes, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink. Go to trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $22 off. Oh, I shouldn't do that in England again, but it's fine. We got over it. $22 off your first month of wine. Oh, now that was, okay, so fun little thing. Found a drinking game from Film Drunkies. Love that. And one of them was drink every time they do a peace sign.
Was there a lot of peace sign? I guess, yeah, there was.
Turns out, yes, there was quite a handful.
When you're looking for them. I get
when you're like, oh. And a drink for every girl power.
What if it's on their shirt? Because that was quite a few.
Well, I think it's when they say
on their clothing and such. Blah, 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 girl power, feminism,
Blah, 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 girl power, feminism, do you know what I mean?
Second thing second, shout out to our Patreon supporters. $5 a month gets you early access. $10 gets you access to our viewing party. Sorry, $10 gets you access to our viewing parties.
We should just put up the Nomi gif every time you say 10. 10.
Yeah, I love that. That's yes. Great.
You're welcome, world. You're welcome.
Can we make, yes, I think I could, but maybe it's not worth it. But I was going to say, like, having a gif of her without the background. So it's just, like, Nomi's body.
I bet that's on Instagram, perhaps. They have those gifs that are
where they do, like, those little gifs, yeah.
Perhaps.
But then how do you download that?
Yeah, that I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. So,
but $100 a month or more.
You get to pick a retro review like this one. Well, actually, so the request was Scene Double, which we did a trailer reaction for because we can't find the movie. And in this trailer reaction that you're about to see, we found out that it is an ABC Family original movie.
Yes.
And I think it might be lost to time.
I think we could have bought the DVD, but we didn't have the time to wait for snail mail for that situation. We had to get on it.
Plus, I don't know if spending half of the Patreon money on a DVD really,
We had to
we
wait.
did Spice World because hello, it's great.
Yes, that was our alternative because apparently they were very similar in tone and
Written by the same woman.
Both
produced by American Idol? I don't think so.
No. So here is our trailer reaction to Seeing Double, the S Club 7 movie.
S Club. It
S
wasn't
Club.
7 yet.
Oh, did they add more members and became 7?
I think they removed members and became, from that trailer, I think
That's
they
true.
removed
There was
members.
wait, that was the same one. Oh my God, wait, what's happening?
Maybe it was always 7 of them, but they added the 7. I don't know. When numbers in the band name became more popular.
I feel like I need to get into the deep dive Wikipedia of S Club because it's a blank for me. I know nothing. I got nothing.
Wow.
But anyway, here's the trailer reaction.
Arrest them.
You can't arrest us. We're a famous band. You're the S Club?
Is that how that works?
What is the
Famous.
S Club?
Band.
You mean you haven't heard?
Oh my God, were they bigger than
only the
7? So
hottest
this was
pop group
before
in the
S Club
world.
7?
Yes, I believe
And
so.
now they're coming to America in their very own movie. John, Hannah, Joe. Tina.
I'm gonna be honest, they all have the
Rachel.
same hair.
My favorites.
And Bradley.
Bradley.
So what did you say? I missed the question.
Except for him.
They're the worldwide sensation with chart-topping CDs, high-octane stage shows.
The blonde
And now
boy
they
is really
burst onto
committed to
DVD
the
and video.
overall
I
look.
can see us on
Yeah.
TV.
In their
I don't know
not
if I call
mad
this
at it.
high octane.
I think they're clones. It's not science fiction anymore.
Seeing Double.
Blow this entire building to oblivion.
Hold up, time out.
It's
Was
a
that
fun and funny adventure.
Christopher Lee?
Okay, so where are the heroes?
Wall to wall with brand new,
We're the heroes, you mook.
way cool S Club music from the creators of American Idol and as seen on the ABC Family Channel. The S Club in Seeing Double
Wow.
on DVD and video.
Oh. So that's
What?
why we couldn't find it, because it was an ABC Family Channel original movie.
I guess that's true. Wow. I have no memory of any of that. Like,
Oh, not at all.
I don't know about that band. I don't know.
You don't know about S
Nothing.
Club 7?
No, other than that we were tasked with watching this. I have no idea.
Club. Ain't no party like an S Club party. S Club. They have songs.
I got nothing. Were they like, but it said from the producers of American Idol, were they like a band that was like formed by producers? I'm assuming that makes
Well,
sense.
Avril.
Well, I don't
What
know.
band? What band? Like the Spice Girls weren't formed by producers?
No, they were. I'm just, some bands were in high school together.
So
and
Never Had a
hung
Dream
out.
Come True. You knew that song that they played. Never had a dream come true till the day that I met
Nope.
you. Something like that.
Nope,
Bring
got
It
nothing.
All Back? I don't really remember. Don't Stop
Nope.
Moving. No, that's not good.
I don't know.
Ooh. No, that's a no for me.
Sorry! What good is that? How can you ever repay the 30 seconds you have stolen from my life?
Well, wasn't that fun?
Yes, I mean, seems similar tone, vibes. I get it.
Yeah, everyone's been trying to remake A Hard Day's Night since A Hard Day's Night. So,
Yes.
got that going on.
I was thinking, I haven't watched a Beatles movie in a very long time.
Yeah, and I used to watch them quite frequently.
Often. Yeah,
Often.
so I feel like
Help
I'd
was
be
a
down
big.
for
I feel
that.
like Help might have some. Oh no's.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I'm sure there's some.
They
I
go
want to say.
to a. I want to say, generically Polynesian island, or they are whisked away to a foreign island, and there's like human sacrifice or some.
Yes.
They're trying to kill Ringo because it's Ring and it's a magic, and they're
Right.
It seems, again, unsubtle in its portrayal of quote unquote foreigners.
Ah! So, ha! He who wears the ring!
But anyway, I was obsessed with their apartment, which was giving me real Spice World vibes. I mean, the sunken bedroom in Help, and like the organ that comes out of the wall.
Yep.
I still am obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And they did that in Spice World, except on a bus. It was
On
fantastic.
a bus. I love this double, triple wide bus that has, fire.
This like Harry Potter,
poles and-
like magical bus that's like twice
Yeah.
the size once you go inside. Obsessed.
Yeah.
I was
loved
also
it.
like, real incognito to be driving around a gigantic double-decker bus painted like the Union Jack that says Spice Bus, I think, on the, and has a peace sign on the back.
Somewhere. Yeah.
I
love
was like, no, I feel like the fans are going to be able to find you, but
Yeah, Spice Bus sighting. Right, like if people freak out about fucking food trucks in Los Angeles, could you
Right.
imagine? Oh my God, the Koji truck is on Wilshire, right? It's like, oh, the Spice Bus is on fucking Westminster. I don't know.
the Tower Bridge.
There you go.
It's just gotta leap.
Sounds expensive.
Maybe.
It's expensive. Not necessarily.
Spice World, the 1997 cult classic at this point, that is mostly fantastic. I would say the pacing is very bad. I just gotta put it out there. The pacing is bad. It starts and it's like, you know what's a great way to kick off a movie about Spice Girls? A real slow jam. Real slow jam.
Love is blind.
It started and I wrote, okay, so here's the thing. Okay, just to clarify too. So I've seen Spice Girls maybe
Spice World.
Maybe
movie.
3 or 4 times.
Spice World.
Spice World.
The movie.
Sorry. Spice World, the movie. I actually never got to see the Spice Girls, which is really kind of depressing for me.
I didn't either. I feel like, I mean, they must have come here, but I just feel like.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that being an option somehow.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, Tucson, Arizona, not a lot of people are coming there. But I would think even I would have gone to Phoenix. I was obsessed with the Spice Girls.
Oh, yes.
5th grade, that was like my jam.
Obsessed.
So I don't know why I wouldn't have gone somewhere to see them, but I didn't. I never got to see them in concert. Even when they came back and did their like reunion tour, didn't get to see them.
No, the only time I saw them, and this doesn't count, is when they performed at the London Olympics. I mean, I wasn't there, but it was on television. I was
like, what?
I wasn't there, but we got to see them perform. Like, whoa.
Sure. But anyway, wait, no, I've seen Spice World, the movie.
Yes.
3 or 4 times maybe. And so it was never near and dear to my heart for whatever reason. But in this last viewing, I really did fall more in love with it. I think by the end, because 60% of the movie through, you're like, this is awful. Like, not awful, but like, this is not good. This is so scattered. This is just ADD movie. What's happening? There's a million film references. Love that, but what are we doing? Why are, like, who, what, huh? And then by the end, I was like, oh, they were all the different pitches of the writer.
It was like Inception, except at the end you went, oh, you didn't figure that all out. Like at a certain point, the internal logic of the movie just started to cave in on itself. And I was like, wait, what now? No. Oh, you didn't set this up properly at all. At all. Because I think the problem is, I loved all the documentary stuff and thought it was so funny, but there wasn't enough of it. Like we're making a mockumentary, rockumentary about the Spice Girls,
This is not Spinal
It
Tap.
sort of just like shows up, and I love Alan Cumming so much that I'm just like, yes, more please.
He's about to crack up at any moment. The sense of tension, of impending doom. Are you getting that sweat on his upper lip?
And so it's not really that. Then you've got the LA film people pitching their movie. You've got this satire of paparazzi and the media and the press going on. You've got their pregnant friend, which is also a plot line. Like, there was just too many, it was trying to do too many things without clearly setting up, oh, this is Mark McKinney's, we're going to pan out and it's all inside a snow globe that's inside of Mark McKinney's brain or something. Like, it doesn't come together.
The girls play 5 sisters whose parents disappeared during the January Harrods sale and were never seen again.
But
no, not really. But enough for me that I was like, wait a second, maybe this does. But I think no.
It needed to start at the pitch meeting, maybe, or something. We meet them so far in after we've met Alan Cumming, after we meet Kevin Maxford, editor. With the
oh my god, those were my favorite scenes.
Those were my favorite scenes because they were the most wacky and meta that went to a wet hot place where I'm so upset that it's raining inside.
Me, Kevin McMaxford. I put him up there. I can bring him down. Yes. Who's gonna help me, Brandon? Who is gonna help me take on girl power?
And what if they found a cure for deja vu? What if they found a cure for deja vu?
Deja vu.
I was like, wait, this is the movie that I love, though. Like, yes to whatever is happening here.
Very like airplane-y.
Yeah. Breaking the fourth wall, like just ridiculousness upon ridiculousness. And then it's also a movie of scattered flashbacks, flash forwards, and also fantasy sequences, and also, cameos up the wazoo.
Yeah.
So you're just like, what am I watching? What's happening? Where all the Cameos part of Mark McKinney's grand plan? I don't think so. Or was all that, wait a minute, did he write in their pregnant friend and that's part of the lore that like, is that baby not really real? What's happening? You know, it breaks your brain a little bit.
Yeah. I will say the revelation of all of that obviously comes at the end of the movie, but then also came at the end of the drinking game that we were playing. So maybe that had part to do with me being like, oh my God.
Oh my God!
We almost rewound it.
You mean like
And
rewatched
watched
it
it
like Sixth Sense style to be like, pick out the pieces?
Wait, exactly.
Oh, he never did touch him. He was just standing next to him. Yes. Oh, Toni Collette never said a word to him. No, but it didn't have enough of a through line. It was just, oh no, scattered things. Are they gonna make it to the concert? Like that's the plot. You know, it's like, whoa. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, it started and the concert was very low production value, low energy.
Real like, oh, we picked the B-side slow jam to intro our movie. Not like, oh, here's the low point when they've forgotten their humanity and their friend who's pregnant. Right. They've forgotten who they are and let's sing this slow jam. Nope. Opening credits. Nope. I was like, okay. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Why not start with, yo, I'll tell you what I want. Whatever. Like, oh my God. You'd be like, yes, this is the Spice World movie.
The scene where they are, I mean, I think if they re-edited this whole movie, it might be better. I'll be honest. The scene where they're like in that cafe they used to live in or whatever and they sing. Yeah. That should have been the opening scene. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. And then, whoop, you know, 5 years later,
forward.
Whatever it is. And then we've established their friend, their pregnant friend, or Trevor left me.
Trevor's left me.
Don't believe it.
I guess I'm fine.
Wow. I'm 9 months pregnant.
I'm very pregnant.
Me. Ugh, I knew he was going to leave. Okay.
I knew he was a flake. Jeez. Okay.
I just wish that, like, the concerts had been more fantastical, perhaps. You know, like, maybe it was more magical realism of, like, ooh, now they're singing and we're going to take, or incorporate it into the, not even the plot necessarily, but, like, the...
Have it connect in some way to what's happening or have some kind of point of view on what's going on.
Exactly. They have that flash forward fantasy of like, oh, what's going to be like when we're moms, right?
Right, and they're all living in the same apartment.
Well, right, I love that. But then they sing a song and like, you know, I forget what it was, like I'll always love you or whatever, but it could have worked.
Right.
As like we're singing this song while we all have a joint fantasy about what it would be like if we were all moms together in an apartment.
Yeah.
You could conflate it and
I did love Jerry's like Garden of Eden plastic apron in that fantasy sequence.
Oh, I will say some of the fashion in this movie,
I was into it.
Spot on. Excellent.
I mean, part of it was nostalgia and part of it was like, hell yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. Mostly, yes. I mean, I was like, okay, those pants are some Evie Oddly realness. Yes, please. You know, like,
yes, Mel B, okay. You're going to wear this full NASA snowsuit. Prepared for, you know, nuclear winter. I was like, what is she wearing? And then,
I don't know.
It's so hot with this giant snow parka on. Oh, it's so much better with this just like leopard bikini top. Great. I love it.
Yeah. I will say, for me, Mel B and Jerry had the best outfits.
Yes. I thought you were going to say we're the best actors, which was also true. And we can all agree that Victoria Beckham was decidedly the worst. Yes. If you just watch her in scenes where she doesn't say stuff, she does not know what to do with the face. It's like really funny. Just watch her the whole time. Yes. It's great.
At some point, Brian and I theorized that I think they maybe made like a 300-hour-long movie. And then the studio was like, oh, no. You have to make this 90 minutes. And so then they were like, but we want to keep everything, all of the scenes. So
I think part of the problem, too, was the cameos, right? So,
Right.
perfect example. There's a whole long scene between Richard E. Grant, who I love, and we will talk about, and the manager lady.
Yeah. Who's apparently a famous British woman from that movie. In the end of the credits, that's what they're like. Oh,
right. Yeah,
you were in that thing.
She looked vaguely familiar, but I did not know her. But anyway, there's a whole scene between her and Richard E. Grant in a bar, and I'm sad because I broke up the Spice Girls, and we're probably gonna get drunk and sleep together, and like they kind of like just sort of kvetch to each other. Nothing comes of it. They don't sleep together that we know of.
I think they do,
but it's inconsequential. Like there isn't and even if they did, it doesn't matter. Like,
right.
And that scene was boring, except Elvis Costello served them their drinks. So it's like, well, we can't cut the cameo with Elvis Costello. And I'm
Elvis Costello.
But, this scene was unnecessary.
Yes, absolutely.
So there's stuff like that where I was like, ooh, they definitely had a conversation about like, well, we could cut this scene, but Elvis Costello. Was it funny? Did he have a great line and he really jazzed up the scene? No, he just kind of feeds them their drinks and then is gone.
Yeah.
Cool. But it was a testament too. I was reading the trivia and there was, I don't know, like numerous trivia facts that were like, so-and-so wanted to be in this movie because their kids were huge fans of the Spice Girls. So-and-so agreed to the movie because their kids were huge fans of the Spice Girls. So I was like, oh, it's a testament to just how fucking famous they were. Because they were a phenomenon.
Yes, of course. I mean, yeah.
And so it was, you could feel that a bit in the movie of like, yeah, I'll be in the movie, sure.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, oh, Jennifer Saunders, yes!
Yes, Jennifer Saunders.
Talking about manta ray shoes. I'm into it. I mean, in the first 5 minutes, it's like, oh, hi, Elton John.
Right.
Bye. I mean, it was fun to see him, but.
Sure. Why? I think aside from Kevin Maxford.
Me, Kevin Maxford.
My second favorite bit was the Roger Moore stuff.
Oh my God. Well, that was where it was getting more absurd. And now he's petting a cat, and this time he's petting a bunny, and this time he's got a wee piglet, and when it was like, he was like feeding it, and he's trying to like, keep his lines straight, and all of his just utter nonsense, gobbledygook.
When the speeding melon hits the wall, it's Christmas for the crows. Of course it is.
Proverb gibberish that he was speaking. I was like,
riddles?
Yes. Yes. Oh, what did he say? I don't know.
The drummer, who is without sticks, has no backbeat.
Absolutely.
What did he say?
I haven't a clue. But I know that he's right.
Apparently Roger Moore had no idea who the Spice Girls were when he agreed to do the movie.
I love it. Oh my God.
Sure.
I love these girls, and I'll do anything for them. But I won't do that.
Meatloaf. You're gonna be a bus driver, and you're just gonna say, I'll do anything, but I won't do that. Great.
Right. Just say that one line. I mean, it was a fun, because we get Meatloaf and Richard O'Brien, so it was a fun Rocky Horror connection there.
Oh, do you know what, girls? It made me realize I've been living a meaningless lie.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was cool. I thought Richard O'Brien was really funny, just like showing up everywhere, and here I am, coming out of this, coming out of that suit, coming out of the toilet. Here I am.
The toilet was so stupid.
But Richard E. Grant, I feel we need to discuss Richard E. Grant, his jazzy sideburns and goatee, it was like raw silk custom suits in varying bright colors.
Gem
with
colors.
Matching very gem, matching ties, waistcoats, shirts, long coats, pants. His socks probably matched too. We didn't see them. I'm into it.
Yes.
I liked it.
There's
a
one
lot.
where he was like the fucking Wizard of Oz, the green one. I was just like,
yeah,
wow,
it was very
this is
Emerald City. I was into it.
Yes. But also, at some point I realized he reminded me of, and I'm sure came out before, but of the villain from Xenon Girl of the 21st Century, the like sidekick villain. Loved it.
Watch the feathers fly. Get some blood on the walls! No! Sorry, Chief, just an idea.
Oh, well, and then speaking of Alan Cumming and sort of this kind of movie, this was really reminding me of Josie and the Pussycats, except I would argue, and no shade to this movie, Josie and the Pussycats is like a very much more successful idea of this.
Yes.
because it has a through line. It knows what tone it's going for. It's satirizing the music industry and
Yep.
advertising, and it does that
Yep.
throughout. Speaking of Roger Moore, though, I loved that it was just like this all-white apartment with just blank CDs like glued to the wall. Not even like the front of them,
No.
which would
Right.
be also make no sense, but it was just the backs of,
Yeah.
I'm assuming, blank CDs that were glued to a wall.
Maybe they were like platinum records.
No, they were like CD sized, and they
I
weren't
don't
in
know.
frames. They were just like boop,
Right.
boop, boop,
Just boop,
boop.
boop, boop. I don't know. But I was obsessed with his clear phone.
Oh, obsessed with his clear. It was very
It
good.
was great. I was like
I miss
into it.
landlines, I'll be honest. I miss landlines.
Sure.
What can I say? There's something just tangible and reliable. Haha.
yeah.
And you always know where it is. Oh, there it is. That's where it
Oh,
is.
there it is.
It's right there. Oh, it's the corner where I answer the landline. Hello? Love it.
I do also miss like playing with the long,
Yes.
curly cord,
Yes.
wrapping it around your finger while you're
Yes.
talking to someone. It's fun.
If only she could overcome her fear of heights and snow, and if she could just get her hands on a pair of skis.
That's amazing.
Well, I mean, we get Mark McKinney, who I love. George Wendt
Yes.
is his boss, and them pitching all of these movie ideas. It's like it's a series of little sketches. It
Yes.
doesn't ever come together, and you're sort of like, oh, I didn't care about this one. Oh, this is a good one. Oh,
Yep.
let's see if after Weekend Update, if they get kind of weirder, maybe that'll be, oh, that was a good one. That kind of thing. I'm just like,
Yes.
well, and then there are like fantasy sequences, but they sort of don't. I mean, they're fun. That random like Poirot, Hugh Laurie cameo sequence of like Baby Spice, and it's like you could get away with anything, and she's like has all of the
right.
weapons, and then I didn't do it. It was
Yeah.
it was them. But you're like, okay.
Okay. Sure.
Cool.
I mean, I guess that sets up her character that then later when they need to convince the cop that she can get away
Right.
with anything, she can get away with it. But like,
Sure.
do we really need that long? I mean, I don't know if we needed it, but sure.
Sometimes they're total fantasies out of nowhere. Sometimes they're related to what's going on. I mean, we get Stephen Fry as the judge. We had to get Jeeves and
Right.
Wooster in there, And that one was sort of more related to the plot a bit. It's scattered.
Yes. Well, and then they're like the skit of the dance choreographer doesn't land.
Oh, I did laugh at, what was he saying? I don't want any of this Julie Andrews, the hills are alive. I'm your mother and not superior, or something like that.
Oh, don't give me any of that Julie Andrews, hey on a hill type clap, clap, trot, trot. I'm your mother now, and I don't mean superior.
I was like, what's happening?
What?
This is, what? Why anything was happening or where we were or when or I was constantly like, okay. And maybe that's what it feels like to be very famous. And they captured it perfectly.
Yeah.
And now we're here and now we're here. I don't know.
No sleep. Bus. Club. Another club. Another club. Another club. Plane. Next place. No sleep. Another club. Another club. Another club. Another club. Another club. Another club.
I don't know. Well, then like the aliens, not a fantasy. But,
Right. But yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about the alien.
Oh my God. How do you forget about the aliens?
I don't know.
So weird.
It was
So
weird
much.
that they were like, will you kiss me? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I
Okay.
feel like,
On the
okay.
lips too. Not even like a, like it was like a, okay,
Or
she
like-
went for it. Yeah, sure.
There was a lot of girl power via, don't touch my ass. I'm going to stand up to you, which I wasn't
Right.
mad at. I just observed a lot of it. Like I was like, oh, and then
Yeah.
again, and then again, these
Yeah.
lecherous, no, I can't only say men because there was also aliens, but just, there was a lot of that.
There was, and I even noticed at the very beginning, they're coming out, and he's like, I told you there won't be any fans, and then there are, or whatever. And he
Right.
shouts at one of them, not up the skirt, or something. And I was like, what the fuck? You're like, ooh.
Yikes.
I did love when they're just like, let's go do our own thing in the photo shoot. And they're just like, okay, now we're going to do a whole bunch of, but I just love that idea of, no, let's go do our own thing.
I'm glad we all packed various costumes, wigs, and all of the above. Like I was like, okay.
Well, I
fantasy,
assumed
love
that
it.
was like on the photo shoot set, Yeah, like, oh, we're at a photo
They
studio?
just have a Sandy and Danny outfit and a Marilyn Monroe outfit and a Charlie's Angels outfit and just, Wonder Woman, of course.
I love that her Danny looked more to me like Cher doing her West Side Story.
West Side Story? It was very Cher doing West Side Story.
I will be playing all the parts. Can we talk about the Italian concert?
Oh boy, that was
the beefy Menzies. I kind of want to do this chaps look that they ended up with as a Halloween costume.
I mean, yes, I liked that they thought white booty shorts were tackier than, even regardless of the asslessness of the outfits, this shiny, fake satiny pink and purple tuxedo, less tacky. Okay.
I guess it was just less lewd? I don't know.
Sure. I just love that they came out in their navy whites,
I love the one bouncing his tits all the time.
The
just
whole time.
Always.
The whole time. And then she's like, Baby Spice is like, I've got this stuffed animal, and that stuffed animal, and this stuffed animal, and that stuffed animal, and this stuffed animal, and that stuffed animal, and this. And I was like, okay, bitch, let's move on. And then she's like, so there's no room for you.
In my bed, I've got 2 teddies, I've got a rabbit, I've got 2 dollies, one Susan, she's got a bad life. And then I've got a green giraffe, which I want at fair. It was the only one left, and I felt really sorry for it. Then there's Buzz, Woody, the alien, and then I've got a fluffy pink hot water bottle. So there's just not enough room for you, mate.
It's like, that bit went on too long, I still liked the outcome.
When I say go, we go.
When I say ga, we ga.
Well, she's from Leeds.
I know. I was living for the way that she pronounced pretty much everything. At a certain point, it was just me repeating after her. When I say ga, you ga.
Yeah. There was, I laughed so hard when Stephen Fry was like, just call Hottie and the Bluefish.
Oh my God, that's right.
And may God have mercy on your lip gloss.
Call Houghty and the Blowfish.
Oh wait, can we talk about their rainbow pavilion? Because I was obsessed.
Oh yes, with the terry cloth matching robes and we never have any time to relax except in our rainbow pavilion where we sit in terry cloth robes and do our nails.
Love it. I want it.
I did sort of laugh at the whole, is the Pope Catholic? And then it was like, a scandalo. They're so upset.
Of course the Pope's a Catholic, otherwise he wouldn't have been invited to become Pope, would he? I'd like to know what evidence the Spice Girls have to support these allegations.
Well, that Archbishop guy that they interviewed looked so familiar and I couldn't, but it was very much there and I looked it up. He was part of the whole Kenneth Branagh's Shakespeare crew in the 90s. And I was like, oh, it was like, Love's Labor is Lost, Much Ado About Nothing, Hamlet. He was in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I was like, it all makes sense. I know that man from something I've watched 10,000 times.
I love it. I also loved, may God have mercy on your lip gloss. So, quick commercial break, and we'll be back with what you want, what you really, really want.
I wanna really, really, really want to zig-a-zig. Oh.
Zig-a-zig. I mean, I was enjoying the Spice Girls, moment, There
was an awful lot of gibberish in their songs, and I appreciate it.
Yeah,
because most of the time when I'm singing along to songs, I kind of make up gibberish if I don't know what's happening. I don't have to do that with the Spice Girls. It's great. Watching this back, I'm surprised there wasn't an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys movie.
I wonder why, too, because obviously Justin Timberlake is an actor.
Right, Steve.
Asshole!
Hey, baby, what's life without an asshole, huh?
Rude.
I remember when Lance Bass was on Seventh Heaven for an episode. Oh, and he was in On the L, an insane bad rom-com with Lance Bass and a woman.
Oh. A woman.
A woman.
A woman.
So yeah, I don't know. It just seems like maybe they weren't as much of a global phenomenon as Spice Girls were. Spice Girls, it's before Spice Girls and after Spice Girls. I'm not saying NSYNC and Backstreet Boys aren't uber famous, but maybe they weren't as just globally, I don't know.
They definitely were. Were. I don't know why they didn't make a movie. Maybe they were busy doing tours or they couldn't get them all to agree or whatever. I have no idea. But yeah,
Yeah.
that is interesting, right? Like, why didn't they try it?
If ABC Family can produce an S Club movie, where's the Backstreet Boys?
Yeah, well, especially like was it
NSYNC
in
movie?
sync? Well, Justin was all Disney-y,
Yeah, he was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
and Britney Spears, and she got her movie. Crossroads.
Yes, she did. It took me a minute. I was like, glitter. No, that's wrong.
No.
Burlesque. No, that's wrong as well. Like I was like, oh no, that was something else. Justin DeKelly. No, I was like, what is it? Oh right, Crossroads. Oh, but I did think one of the parodies that was great was Spice Force 5. That is hard to say.
Oh my God, yes.
That was a fun, like where Mark McKinney is narrating it.
Explosives expert.
We've got our bomb expert and our this expert and what and our master of disguise, and then Bob Hoskins coming out of the. All right.
Stupid.
Yes, I love it.
Girl power, equalization between the sexes.
Well, and that was fun too. But what happened to the bomb? Or no, that was from the other thing. Never mind.
That was from the Speed parody. There was
Yeah.
a lot of what's famous right now. Let's do a parody of it.
Or not even right now. I mean, it was like a lot of film references from.
Speed was like I want to say 95.
Of course.
What
Which
I
is
want
when
to
this
say.
was, wasn't it?
97.
Oh, 7.
But Speed was also a global phenomenon.
Of course. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It was before Speed and
Sandy.
after Speed. There are movies like that where it is
Yes.
like, oh, it shifted things and became
Yeah.
a cultural, just like reference point because it was so talked about. That was Speed.
Or like where they shift, us into a bad timeline, like Avatar, where it's just like, oh, before Avatar, after Avatar.
Oh, but we didn't talk about when they're all down and out. What are we doing with our lives? I guess we don't want to do our worldwide televised concert that everyone's looking forward to
Because it was too much work to.
because Richard E. Grant was pestering us one too many times. It's like, okay, guys, I mean, there's insurance involved in contracts and stuff, so you should definitely. But anyway, they're down in the dumps. What are we going to do about this? Let's go get our very pregnant friend and take her to a club and stay out all night because that's what she wants to do. Let's take her to the limelight. But that club, though, was everything. All those outfits.
Yes, it was.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
But I was definitely like, she does not want to be here. And then you leave her alone on the balcony like you've done
Right.
at every other party to dance by yourselves while she sadly is up there pregnant and alone.
To your own music.
There was a lot of listening to their own music. And I was like, I just don't think that's... It was just always on in the background.
Yeah.
I was having like anxiety for Alan Cumming, even though he didn't seem to care about the sound issues that he would be having with his documentary because it was just, I mean, he was constantly yelling over the shot at the boom mic,
Right.
get that shot or whatever. And then also there was just always like a background track of Spice Girls.
Yep.
Just like, this is gonna be a nightmare to edit. Nightmare.
Expect your friends are really, really jealous, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure they are. How's that sound? Bit noisy.
Planes, dogs, traffic.
Well, we won't be using this bit anyway. Don't worry about it.
Why was his film so shitty? The camera
As
work.
much-
I mean, I know they wanted
it was
to make
awful. As much as I actually loved that part of it and thought it was funny and like, oh, you said they were coming from over there, and like he was doing a lot of stuff that I really liked. You could have absolutely like taken that out of the movie, and it wouldn't have really mattered.
No.
Not really. And so that's
No.
why I wish they'd either leaned into the documentary of it all, make that the
Right.
main sort of satire that you're doing, or not, because it just got muddied with like, we're doing a mockumentary, rockumentary, also parodying films, also parodying paparazzi and media and the music industry. And it was just like, oh my God.
It's a lot.
That's a lot. I don't think you could do it all. I mean, you can try, but it's tough.
Turns out you can't.
Turns out you can't. Why? Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
Those are the rules.
I'm so sick of the rules.
And then suddenly they're on top of the bus.
Why?
The rules!
Yeah, the rules.
Why are they on the roof all of a sudden? Those are the rules. There's great stuff in this, to be fair.
Yes.
Like, I get why this became a classic or a cult classic, and it is enjoyable. It's just, it's like almost there. So it's frustrating because you're like, ooh, it's just a bit too muddied, a bit too much is going on. There isn't like a through line.
Yeah.
I want it to be so much better.
Josie and the Pussycats.
Oh my God. It really is. So that is a gem.
That movie does attempt a lot of what this movie does, you know, like in terms of satire, in terms of, but it is much more edited and selective in its approach. And I think there's a clear goal from the onset of like, this is the story we're telling, this is what it's going to do. And so it flows and works so much better.
And Parker Posey.
And Parker Posey.
I really, really laughed so hard when Richard E. Grant is like giving that monologue about the Spice Girls still haven't shown up. And he's like, well,
This is the plan. The band starts up, the fans go wild, the lights come on, and I walk center stage and hang myself.
And hang myself. It's just like so dark. They show up, oh, we're here, I love the Spice Girls, I'm not gonna hang myself. And Alan Cumming is like, so yeah, I feel like this is a flawed but very fun and entertaining and unique time capsule. I mean, it really was like 90s, yes. And I quite enjoyed it. I can't deny.
Absolutely.
Oh,
also, so
Mel's
go ahead.
B's look at the end.
That's what I was gonna say. Oh my God, I love also like that concert for me. So they make it to the end, they get on stage, and they perform, and you're like living your life, obviously.
Yes.
But I also was only looking at Mel B. She had the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Oh, yes.
10 times more than any. I was just like, I mean, also she looks fucking gorgeous.
That is her song. Like, she's the lead in that song, so that helps. But
Fair.
yes, I was like, this stage performance.
Yes.
If you like just look at Posh trying to dance. Like in the flashback when they were in the diner or whatever, and everyone's like, we're young, we're having fun. And Victoria's like, moving my body. Like, yes, I have a groove. It was like really bad. It was cracking me up.
God. I also would love a drag performance or a Halloween costume or something of Mel B in this look.
Well, and we haven't even mentioned the phrase sneaker platforms. I mean, we haven't even mentioned it.
I'm ready for those to have a comeback. No, but yes.
No, but yes. The amount of dancing that was happening in enormous heels and platforms, I was impressed by.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, then so it ends, and there's like then all of the I like the breaking of the fourth wall, so to speak, of like now we're gonna talk to all of the actors about, you know, Richard E. Grant being like, well, I don't want to ruin my career because all of the Spice Girl fans hate me, you know.
They want me to play their road manager. Well, I'm on a mobile phone getting angry all the time. I don't want to end my career.
Okay.
Alan Cumming's complaining about the chest merkin they're making him wear, you know. It was great. This was also obviously like, just improv it.
Yeah, a little.
Just,
yeah.
Here's some keywords. This is what you're going to say, kind of. Just go for it. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Hi, you're Mel B.
I know, see? Well, just call me Sparty, it's all right. It's all right.
We haven't really talked about the Spice Girls as, you know, who was our favorite, how did they impact us.
I see what you mean.
We didn't talk about the girls very much as I dragged Victoria Beckham for her lack of facial awareness and dancing. Ginger was always my favorite. But I think this time, I feel like it was Mel B.
Yes.
Like, watching it now. I mean, I still loved Ginger, don't get me wrong. But I feel like I was like, agree. Oh, bitch, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I ever had a favorite. Maybe Baby was my favorite. I don't think. Why? That's mean. I don't know. I do remember loving the Spice Girls. I remember dancing with my two best girlfriends and living our best lives to the Spice Girls during our lunch breaks. And it was great.
I remember just playing that CD out.
Yeah.
And being obsessed.
That and Aqua.
Don't even get me started. This is a controversial statement. I might have listened to Aqua more than Spice Girls. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I definitely played that CD out. You know, it was a lot.
Like, I think I might know more Aqua songs than Spice Girls songs. Jones. Calling Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones, get up now. Remember that was like remember that? Anyway, why didn't Aqua get a movie? Because also, by the way, it would have been fucking great. That would have been such an aesthetic. Weird. It would have been so weird.
Yeah.
Now that I regret. That I truly wish had happened. Anyway, it was a pleasure to revisit this movie and the 90s. And I had a great time. And Alan Cumming and Richard E. Grant and Mark McKinney. I mean, it was like a cast sent for me.
Honestly, though. It came up and I was like, oh my God, Avryl's going to be so excited.
One of the people that was like, oh, I wanted to be in the movie, but scheduling didn't work. But my kids, I was going to be in it because of my kids. Gary Oldman.
That's who, oh my God, I couldn't think of it. The entire fucking movie, he kind of is giving me what's-his-face vibes from Fifth Element. And I was like...
Richard E. Grant?
Richard E. Grant. And I was like,
well,
isn't that Richard E. Grant? But no,
it was the raw silk capes that was really giving it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the goatee, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I love Richard E. Grant, but I would have enjoyed to see what Gary would have done with the part. But
of course,
but Richard E. Grant. Forget about it.
Well, cheers. Thanks, Oliver, for bringing us down memory lane. I'm sorry about seeing Double, but, you know, I don't think anyone can ever see Double again. It seems lost.
Girl
I guess
power,
there's a DVD somewhere.
Cheers!
Girl power!
Something happened to my face.
I think you're smiling.